And hello once again, everybody. Joe from Feel Like Craps. I do feel like craps today. I hope that you do as well. We are on day number 3 of the outside parlay roll 'em out by Waylon at Waylon's Way Craps. We play it at the lower level to start, and then if we need to ladder up, we will. Being that it's the lower level, we didn't really make too much profit yesterday, but day 1 we went up to the upper level and had a decent roll. So right now we got $532 in total profit. We're going to do a little change out here on our $1,000 bankroll. Get some red chips. 100 of them to be exact. $100 worth of them, that is. And we're going to get 20 in whites because we are going to play the lower level to start. Strategy fought back after some early hardship in day 2. So we'll see what happens here in day 3 as the stars of our show are here and ready to go. $50 on the don't. $10 on the outside numbers. And of course, the 4 and the 10 are buy bets. We always buy them. Joe Casino will allow it. So here we go in just a second. 10 shooter count. We don't like to stay at the table too long because eventually the dice gods always win. So here we go. 10 shooters. Day 3 of the outside parlay from Waylon roll 'em out. First shot's up, and it's a yo 11, of course. We had a yo 11 yesterday on the first shot, so we can take $50 back to the casino. Frontline winners are happy, though. Dice are out, and that's Bert and Ernie, the square pair. Dice are out. And we're going to buckshot, of course. We don't get any money back. 6-2-8, and we lose the don't. Once again. Dice are out. And a yo 11. Tell you, folks, we're going to have to go up because we are hurting now. So it's going to be 100 on the don't, 25 across. Dice are out. Here they come. All the spots and dots we got. Keep rolling them horn numbers on to come out. 4-2-6, easy 6. Point is 6. Dice are out. That's the sister number, 6-2-8. All the spots and dots we got. Again, we're rolling horn numbers this morning. There's a 314 at your door. That'll be a buck for 50. And that 50 will parlay the 4 and 10. Dice are out. 6-3-9. Now the 5 and 9 are going to get in on the fun. We're going to have to donate a little bit here, but it is what it is. That's a $35 winner. And we're going to donate a little, so we're 50 here. And here we go. Let's see if we can re-roll some outside numbers. Nope, 6-1, you're all done. All that work. And the dice gods say, screw you. 100 here, 100 lost. So 101, so that stays where it is. Dice are out, and it's an 8. Inside points so far this morning. Dice are out. And buckshot, so we can lose 100. 6-2-8. Tell you, folks, some days it's just not meant to be. 6-4-10. That's Big Ben, our best friend, number 10, a buck for 50. And parlay him up. Dice are out. 3 craps. Could have used him a roll ago. And buckshot. So it's a cancellation. We'll lose not buckshot rather. Well, it was one hit wonder there. That's going to be 100, but we're going to owe 2, and everything will stay where it is because that's going to cover our lost don't bet. Dice are out. 549 now. Easy. Need a niner. That's going to be a $35 winner. And now we got all the parlays working. See if we can actually re-roll or roll some outside numbers. Dice are out. Of course we're not going to. 527. Why not? Unbelievable. All right. The dice will be as the dice will be. That's going to be a 100 lost, 101. We'll leave it where it is and remove a shooter. And let's see if our luck changes. Dice are out. 2 craps. Win 100 back. Come out craps. Good time for them. Come out craps. Back to back. Back to back snake eyes. $100 winner. Dice are out. 5, 1 mixer. Easy 6. Point is 6. 5, 4, Nina, 9er, wine and diner. $35 winner. Have to donate a little bit, and the 5 and the 9 get parlayed. Dice are out. And a 5, 3, 8. Doesn't do us no good. All the spots and dots we got. My goodness. Horn Lover's Delight. 516. Point hit. Minus 100. Take it back. Leave everything where it is. Dice are out. Looking for a point or a craps number. 538. Point is 8. 426. Sister number. And 4 tray. Time to pay. I'll take those away. That 100 pays that. We're going to leave everything where it is. Except the shooter count, which gets reduced by 1. 415. Keeping us alive for 35. We're going to take that. And that was a 5, so the 5 and the 9 get parlayed. Dice are out. 3 craps. Roll too late. And a 617. Jesus. Some days it works, some days it don't. Leave everything where it is. That pays that. You know the drill by now. These dice have been very predictable. And that, now we'll lose everything. That's going to be a $200 loss. So we'll take 200, leave everything where it is. Dice are out. There's an 8, a nice inside point. You got to love that, huh? Dice are out. And a 12 craps once again. I'm going to put 5 on the horn. You know, 6, 4, 10. We have had no re-rolls. We have taken no money back to the rack from any of these parlays. So that's going to take care of that. And here they come. And of course, we hit a point. Cannot win today, folks. You just can't win. The dice will not allow it. Dice are out, and there's a 10 again. So we're going to get to take some money back this time. We didn't have any money on the don't, and we should have. So we'll throw it on. That's going to be $2 for a black chip. So we can continue on here. And this is a 3 craps, of course. A roll too late once again. Dice are out. 314 at your door. That's going to get us some muchly needed refunds on our racks. Get some more, not refunds, but some reimbursement for some losses. All right. Dice are out. 3 craps. 549. That's a $35 winner. We're all set. Here they come. Yo 11. 5, 6, yo 11. 5, 3, 8. And that's just great. And 4, 3, 7. Okay, all of that can go bye-bye. These will cover that. Halfway home on the shooter count. Here they come. 10 the hard way. 5, 5, 10. That will be $1 for 50. Dice are out. 2, 5. You're no longer alive. 4 shooters to go, folks. Everything stays where it is. Dice are out. That's a 5. No field 5. Good for $35. And there's that. That'll cover the other one there. The 5 and the 9 are going to get some loving. Dice are out. 4, 2, 6. No harm, no foul. Hard 8. Bert and Ernie, square pair. 3, 3, 6. Inside loving. Yo 11. 4, 1, 5. A point hit. Yep. So we're going to end up with 71, 100 lost. So 100 gets lost. 75 for 5. Replace the dome. Dice are out. 6, 3, 9. Nina. $70. 5 for 75. Point is 9. Dice are out. And a 10 the hard way. 5, 5, 10. The puppy paws. That's a buck for 50. Dice are out. 4, 2, 6. Easy 6. Back to back. 4, 2. Easy 6. And a 6, 4, 10. Big Ben, our best friend, number 10. $2 for a $100 chip. Dice are out. 5, 4, 9. Frickin' point hit. We're going to owe $30. I'm going to take $30 out of my rack. Everything stays where it is because we won 70, lost 100. So we owe them $30. Dice are out. 4, 1, 5. Fever. That's going to be a $70 winner. Dice are out. Buckshot for unbelievable. $30 back. We gotta run across to the front and grab the runaway chip. Everything stays where it is. Our shooter shoots on. We have got a problem back here. There we go. That's a little better. All right. Dice are out. And a 617, of course. So everything can go away. Some days, why do you even bother? $100 on the don't. $100 across and an 8. Easy 8. Dice are out. for the hard way. That's going to be 1 for 50. Here they are. And 4 tray line away. You know, why not? That pays that. That goes away. Some lackluster shooting this morning, especially being on the don't. Dice are out. There's a 3 craps on a come out. Don't let the dice know they just rolled a craps. Dice are out. 4-1 fever. $35 winner. Point is 5. Here they are. 5-1 mixer. Doesn't do us no good. We need to get outside. That's too far outside. 6-5 yo 11. And a 5-2-7. I'm not surprised one bit. Take these away. Everything stays where they are now because that 100 pays the winning don't. And here they go. Dice are out, and that's a 7 on the come out. So, of course, another 200 down. Let's take another 200 back to the casino. Yup. Dice are out. Let's see if we get another one. Why not? We should. 5-4-9. That's a $35 winner. We're suffering, folks. 4-2-6. Easy 6. And, of course, can't roll anything. 6-1-7. We lose these guys. Down to the final shooter. Thank you, Jesus. This has been a long session of horrible rolling. 3-1-4. That will be $1 for 50. And, of course, we're going to try again with parlaying the 4 and 10, even though we can't make it past 5. And of course, we're going to buckshot. So you know, if we don't make it 3 rolls, we buckshot the point. So $2 and everything stays where it is. Dice are out, and we're back on the 4 again. Except this time we pay our $2 vig and we get to keep the 100. As you can see, we are incredibly down. 5-4-9. Nina. That's a $35 winner. Now we're all parlayed up. Can we get a long shooter? I guess that's the question. Dice are out. 4-1-5. Keeping us alive. $5 will get us 75. Dice are out. That's a yo 11. 6-5 yo 11. Hard 10. Puppy paws. Trade this in. That's going to give us $3 back. For 100. Here they come. And a 5-2-7 because we just can't shoot anything this morning. That was our final shooter, folks, and thank God. Because this session was a train wreck when we're down money. Well, there's another 100, so so there's 500. $600, $700. So $700, $10, $714. We're down quite a bit. We're down 200 and some odd dollars. Bear with me here for just one moment. Not every roll is going to be a winning one, folks, and let me tell you. This was definitely one of those days, so we do have some profits to make up for it, but thank God we do, because we'd be in trouble otherwise. Down $286. So, well, it is what it is. We're going to have to trade this guy in. That's 4. Okay, so we got 500. Changed him out. He was in our possession, but not for long. And I need 286 of this, so 75. Trade that in. 285.86. So that should bring us back to our 1,000. This goes over in the profit stack because we're still up for the week, thankfully. Still up 246. $246 in profit. So here we should have our 1,000 back. So we're gonna take everything back and just, here's 500. All the other garbage can go back to the casino, and we'll look to recover on day 3. Not every roll is going to be a winning one, folks. That's just how it is, and we try to show you the good with the bad. So it is what it is. We'll move on to day 4 tomorrow. Joe from Feel Like Craps here, folks. I always feel like craps. I hope that you do as well. Until the next time, be well, stay safe. Remember, whenever we go to the casino, we never bet with money that we cannot afford to lose. And until we meet again tomorrow evening, I bid you all farewell. And as always, every trip to that casino, I hope those dice gods remain forever and always in your favor.